Come on, Tucker. We are live.
Oh,
Yay.
Hi, Ghouls.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome to Ghouls Going Gin. I'm Joe.
And I'm Lauren.
Thank you guys for joining us on YouTube Live again. We'll give it a couple seconds there for people to catch up. Just talk about nonsense, I guess, for a second. So we don't have to repeat ourselves.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't want to repeat ourselves again later.
No, it's cool.
We get in a flow and we're like, oh, wait. Because it's 7 o'clock on the dot.
It is 7 o'clock on the dot. I don't think people expect us to start on time.
No, not anymore.
Oh
We got AC now, so
It's wonderful.
we don't take our time to get here.
I know. I feel bad. I'm late a lot.
It's cool.
I know.
It's so fucking hot.
I get too stoned and then I start doing makeup and then things happen and
Come on.
just shit happens.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, you're doing okay
What's
over
it-
there? You're like making noises and
I'm
like
Sharesies, right?
Share-
he's like
Got
angry
it.
tapping the screen. He's like,
Because my
"God
phone
got
is
it.
being in the dick.
Got it.
It's a conspiracy, okay?
lies."
Lies.
Uh,
It's gonna bug me. Hold on.
what happened? Oh,
Is it better there?
does it show us when anybody's following? Because I don't think we. Did
Yeah,
we
two
get
people
this?
are watching right now. We just can't. They haven't commented yet.
Oh,
Oh, okay, cool.
okay. Hi. You
Hello,
guys are joining us.
everyone. Sorry, I'm
Goodness.
fidgeting.
We're still getting used to this whole.
The
YouTube
camera
deal.
looks crooked almost. Is it me? I don't know. Yeah, we gotta get
Yeah.
Buffy.
Way worse.
Buffy's titties in there.
Show me your titties.
Breastises. Titties.
Buffy titties.
Oh, that's so proud of you. Disgusting.
And
I just hear a wow, wow.
I was like,
next to me.
because I'm like, I can look up and I can go.
Woo, like Ace Ventura.
Oh my
That's
god.
good shit.
Jeez Louise. Okay.
Hey Joe, would you rather be killed by a Craigslist killer or a Tinder hookup? Which one do you think is worse? Or which one would you rather be killed by? Which one's not
I don't
worse
know.
or worsest?
I don't know. I heard there was creeps on both.
I'm more afraid of the Craigslist people.
You think so?
Because it's an unknown realm to me. Well, I've never been on Tinder
I've never been on Tinder. I've been on Craigslist, but not to
Tinder.
not to like date or anything. I mean, I've been on there to like sell shit or like see what's up on yard
Yeah,
sales.
yeah. I'm not familiar with Craigslist, but I've heard a lot of bad things about
Yeah.
Craigslist.
Craigslist has the best, or they had the personal
Mm.
section, which was by far my favorite place to visit when I was hopping on Craigslist. You would find some of
The
the
disgusting people.
I was going to use the word funny,
Oh,
but they are disgusting in all essence of that
I
word.
saw that. That sounds awesome. So refreshing.
Not sponsored.
I'm kidding. It's a White Claw. That's so funny. Sorry.
Jeez Louise.
Oh, we got Goody and Richard and Mark and Joshua all
Oh,
checking in.
Hello, everyone.
Hey guys,
There we
thanks
go.
for joining us.
Thank you for joining us.
So yeah, no. As far as your question, I don't know. I don't know. I've heard that they're both pretty bad. I guess you know what? Though thinking about it, Craigslist, not because it's an unfamiliar realm, but because you can't see a photo. I mean, I guess on Tinder, I don't know. Do you have to have a photo on
Tinder,
no?
yeah, they give you option to put a few photos so that people can like scroll through.
Mhm.
I think you get a couple options.
But like you have
Or,
to have a photo,
like a
though.
certain amount.
At least one, right? Though.
At least one,
yeah.
but if you
Sometimes
want a photo, you
people-
take a picture of the ceiling.
Yeah, like some
Oh.
people do like stupid shit, like their ugly ass fucking dog filters, or just
Or they take a picture of their
like
cat.
from here up because you know that the rest of them is fucking awful and
Oh,
they
no.
don't want to show you the rest of them.
Oh, they're trying to catfish you.
Yeah, exactly. The
Ah.
catfishing.
I don't know. I think Craigslist because I feel that Craigslist would probably be more like you could probably deceive people easier on Craigslist than you could on Tinder.
Yeah. So for those of you checking in, what is your answer? What do you think?
So far,
Would you rather be killed by the Craigslist or the Tinder hookup?
So far, it looks like Joshua says probably equally terrible.
Oh yeah, obviously.
It's a toss.
And Richard says go with the Craigslist thing. Probably won't be as big as advertised, and likely will be fake anyways.
Probably.
Fair enough. At least you know you'll be murdered beforehand.
Well, did not disappoint.
And then you have to Yelp your murder afterwards. That's another.
Oh jeez.
I'll give it a 4-star. It could have choked me a little bit more.
Aw.
All in all, would be murdered by this one again.
That's impressive. You can Yelp your own murder after being murdered.
I know,
that's
right?
that's a
Oh, what else are
skill.
you gonna do when you die?
Oh.
It's gonna get boring just haunting the fuck out of people.
They should make that a feature in The Sims and shit. You get to Yelp your own murder.
Oh jeez.
I want to patent that.
A little messy.
And Joshua
So
says,
sorry for the cleaning people.
"What's the such?" All right, doing my bit of sharesies real quick.
Sharesies,
Still
I appreciate
going.
that. Yeah,
Um,
we're still gonna figure it out.
It's working. It's working
Yeah.
out.
It's working.
Oh, I didn't set up Instagram. Whoops,
Oh shoot.
Well,
Now.
we'll just have to deal with it.
I forgot about it.
It's all right.
Instagram's gonna have to come to YouTube. I put it out there that we're gonna be on YouTube Live, so
It's true. It's true.
Don't act like you didn't know.
don't.
Been telling you for like weeks.
We gave you 2 weeks. 2 weeks, god damn it. We posted about it quite regularly, I think too. So
That's
Now
true.
it's kind of on you and not on us.
That's true. Very true.
And now just leave that there. You ready for some do-do-do-do?
It's that time. Let's hear it.
This one, I've been finding a lot out of Texas lately.
Uh-oh.
This one was really, really, really like disturbing and weird. And if you look at the photo of the guy, you just kind of go, "Oh, I get it." But this happened last year. 21-year-old Alexander Barter in Texas, 2018. He was busted by an undercover agent for soliciting on the dark web to try to get an underage girl
Oh.
to rape, murder, have sex with her dead body, and then eat her.
Ooh. So he's checking all the boxes.
Yeah, he just, and
Cannibal.
one clean swipe, just get it all done at once so there's no regrets later.
Oh my god. Cannibal, pedophile, necrophiliac,
Yeah, he wanted to do it all. And he looks like he wanted to do it all.
murderer,
Yeah.
He's murdered.
But
kidnapping, right?
no. It was he put an ad on the deep web. And a
Well,
cop, he was
I was
looking
just
for-
thinking of all like the boxes that he was checking.
Oh, I
off.
gotcha.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. But he was looking for like a father with a daughter.
Oh.
And then an undercover cop had responded to his ad on the dark web or deep web, whichever, I don't fucking know, whatever. Responded to the ad and then started having conversations with the guy to like kind of, get a feel for him. And the guy's like, "Oh no, I'm not going to change my mind about this. This is what I want to do." Blah, blah, blah. So he made arrangements to go on a hike and meet up. And then they were supposed to so he was supposed to meet up with the daughter and the dad on a hike. And then they were supposed to go back to a hotel room and just commit all of that there in that hotel room. And
so that dude was willing to just give up his daughter.
No, this was an
Like-
undercover cop pretending to be a dad.
Well, I mean,
What he thought.
that
What he
people,
thought, yeah. Yeah.
that people would do that in general because some people do respond to shit like that.
Yeah.
It happens all the time, and we just don't really hear about it because that shit's on the deep web.
Mm-hmm. Or if it's put out, a lot of people, it's fake, it's not real.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But the fact that it's just crazy that people do that,
Mm-hmm.
and they would do that.
But they're just so like in the head.
Yeah.
You got some gears clicking there, buddy. Grinding. But yeah, no, he was
Excuse me, that was a really good one.
Wakla.
It was deep in there. I'm not gonna be able to hide that shit. Excuse me, I look like I'm barfing over here in the corner. Just let it out.
But out the name I say.
Sorry, that was really distracting. I
No, it's
apologize.
okay. No, it's all right. We got an hour. We're good. But no, so yeah, so then he ended up getting the cop arrested him, met up with them, arrested him. He was charged with like all kinds of shit. He's now sitting in prison. So
Cool.
Probably
Yeah.
for the best.
yeah,
Best.
thank God.
Awesome. Well, fuck. I see some more people commenting.
I know I'm trying not to be distracted and looking at
I know, I'm
but
trying to
like,
look
who's
this way
there?
so you guys can see
Who's
us.
there?
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, Joshua says, yeah, you see those pictures of people like those really tight up shots. Or he says, you mean like the high angle photos that ladies post? You see that quite a bit.
MySpace, like,
Oh Jesus, Facebook's becoming more like MySpace. I'm seeing like now
I
you can like
know.
post like your feature song on the page. You
I
can
didn't
do
even
all
know
this-
that.
Yeah, I've seen it a couple of times. It's asked me, do you want to add a song to your profile page? And I was like, no,
No.
thank you, Tom.
No, because you can't hide it somewhere and people can't find it and like click it, turn it off, you know? Like MySpace, whenever you
Oh,
would
you
use
click on their
the
page, it
little,
goes blam.
yeah,
It's
and then
like
they
super
can't find the little section to turn the song off because you have it like embedded deep.
Yes.
in
Oh my God.
I liked MySpace. You know, MySpace
was
is
fun.
still a thing.
It was fun. No, it
It's
is,
still a
but
thing.
it's different.
For musicians, I thought more.
It's it is. It's
Mhm.
mostly for entertainment and stuff. So
And tequila to complain.
She's still around. I thought she would have died of
no,
like AIDS or
she's
some
still
shit like that.
around. She's
Oh.
very interesting now. Very interesting.
Pretty sure she's a neo-Nazi, so we can be like, good for you, lady.
How?
Something.
She's Asian, isn't
Don't
she?
get me started. Yeah. Oh God.
She Eurasian?
Does she identify as a white female?
No, I actually identifies as
Of the Aryan
being
race?
fucking crazy. That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
She
Well,
crazy.
she's a nut job.
She is.
Real quick, Joshua Roberts. I heard about a story where a guy who invited someone to eat him. They cooked and ate his penis
Oh,
together before the donor died.
yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I talked about that.
I wasn't saying she did it. I was saying she talked about it.
Pointing at me like I
I'm
had
like-
something to do with this. I posted the ad. No, I talked about that. I forgot their names, of course, but it was obviously not obviously, but it was in a different country.
To Japan, wasn't it?
No. Wait, what? Okay, wait.
It was
Was
Japan,
this
yeah.
a group
Cannibal
of
Bodia?
people? No, well, there was a dude that was looking for a lover online. Whoops, my white claw can. Chill out over there, dude. There was a man who searched for someone online and got a response. He put it out there that he wanted to, have sex and like just a lot of gay stuff. Have sex, do all that, and then he wanted to like eat him. And he was wide awake, no anesthetic as far as I remember, just chopped his dick off, cooked it up while this dude was like bleeding out in the bathtub.
Oh, that's a different one too. I was thinking of the one where the guy
Oh,
had
yes.
the tacos or whatever
The
it
other,
was.
oh, that's a different one.
But that
We-
was his penis too, or was that a different
no,
body
that
part?
was his foot. That he
Oh,
got amputated
okay.
at the hospital. That's different.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, there was another dude
from
from
like the eat people.
from Japan though that I did talk about as well. I don't know. I like cannibal stuff. It's weird. I'm curious. I'm curious.
That's fascinating.
It is. It's crazy.
Right.
But yeah, there was a dude in Japan who invited all these people over and he fed them human meat. I don't remember where he got the meat. I forget a lot of these stories after I talk about it. Sorry.
I like to forget a lot of these stories after they happen. Dude, it's getting bad with the whole cannibal thing.
What are you talking about?
I was literally, because this one I didn't really have to think about because I'm thinking, haha, deep web, you're getting caught by a cop. But like when it starts talking about like the parts of the body and what they're doing with like that, after that episode we did where I sat there and cooked the tacos where we're talking about the cannibal shit and I got super grossed out. I tried eating like my lunch the other day and I was listening to a news story about this little girl who was like kidnapped and cannibalized and stuff. And the news story kind of got a little bit of detail. I couldn't
So
eat.
that's your trigger then.
I cannot eat.
Is cannibal.
I can't go into detail about cannibalism like while I'm eating.
Close-minded joke.
I guess.
I
Fucking
can't. No,
ignorant
I'm trying
bastard
to
I am.
think about what my trigger is.
Mhm.
I don't know.
It's weird. I've never had any of that happen until that episode. But I guess I never really had to like. I never really had to think about that stuff.
Well,
while
you
I
were
was
probably
eating.
stoned and visualizing, like.
Ugh.
I can be pretty sober and pretty grossed out. I'm just like, I just no. Because
Oh, I just assumed stoned because we're
I'm
always
always stoned, but
high.
whatever. I'm just here for the booze. But
I love that cup. It's so cute.
the dollar store. Oh, good news to anybody who has a 99-cent store in your area.
Or a dollar store
Or-
of some kind
yes.
in your area, I assume.
The other day
Very
they put out all the Halloween stuff, and we've been shopping.
I got these at the local Dollar Tree.
And I got.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
I like those, yeah, because you said because they flicker, the little lights in there.
The light and they're battery operated, so it's pretty rad.
Oh, so did you go to the Dollar Tree or the 99-cent store?
Dollar Tree.
Okay, that was the other thing at the 99-cent store. They had these big tin lanterns that are like that big, and they're about yay round, and they're etched out because they got shit tons of Day of the Dead Halloween stuff there, and they have they have the plastic pillar lights, candles in the inside of them, so you can hang up the
Ah.
lanterns, and it would like, and I was like, oh, they're like $3 each.
So cool. So excited.
Yes,
I
they're getting way cool stuff now. I mean, I don't care if it's like $3 or $4 or $5. I don't care. It's like way cooler stuff than what they used to
It's
have.
worth it.
So
Yeah. So dollar stores, I know this is like a weird tangent. Dollar stores and stuff like that, they just I'm trying to think of where they get their stuff. Because a lot of
Everybody else?
stuff now, like, is it stuff that's close to being expired or maybe labeled wrong?
Yes.
Or like is it just the shitty stuff that they sell in better stores?
It's a
'Cause
mix of different stuff.
Yeah, because I haven't seen a lot of the stuff in other stores. Some stuff, yeah, like Wet and Wild, and they sell it at like regular drugstores.
I've been getting Elf and stuff too with and Revlon, all kinds of. You just have to look. One of the girls,
Revlon though.
one
Yeah,
of
I've
the
seen
girls
that
told
shit,
me
too.
that, and this is the 99-cent store. She says if you go on Tuesday mornings, that's when they get all their new stuff in. That's when all the new stuff is, and you have to
That's
look
good
at.
know.
And don't walk past everything right there in the front of the store because that's where they put a lot of it at, is right there in the fronts of the store. So when people walk in the store, they don't really look left or right. They kind of go straight and go where they're going to go.
Yeah.
But if you look up by the registers and stuff, that's where all the newer stuff is.
Like where those cheap ass lighters are.
Yeah.
And their little sewing kits.
Yes.
All right. Right on. Well,
Yeah.
good to know.
Yes.
Awesome.
So happy early Halloween, guys. Get your shit now.
Nice.
Oh, yes.
T-shirt.
Yeah. That's cool.
Cool. So we are gonna do a giveaway this evening.
Box, please.
Box. Which box?
Yeah.
Synthetic vinyl?
The big
Yeah.
one.
Just
Oh,
grab a shirt out of there.
The big one. Just grab a shirt. We're doing a shirt giveaway.
Yay!
Is there any fire over there? So I'll throw it at you.
It's a new month, so we're doing a new giveaway. We've got a t-shirt.
Woo, woo, woo. How would you like
This
yours?
is- It's very soft. This is soft.
Yeah, I noticed that.
This is a medium. The sizes do run a little large, correct?
Yeah, well, yeah, because they're more, I think, men's
Larger?
size than women's, or
Yes.
unisex, you would call them.
So this one, we're gonna give it away. I'm not sure how we're doing this. I know it's always random whenever we do the giveaways, but I know that's a new month. We've got a t-shirt to give away.
Mm,
And we'll probably just do like a random drawing.
yeah.
So
Put a comment, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Random comment wins.
Yeah.
it's random
Best
comment.
random comment.
Yeah, so comments, please share with people so that well, I know of course you're not gonna want to have other people win, but just share for
Yeah,
us.
sharing's caring.
It'd be fun. Just do it.
yeah.
Just do it.
I like it.
But yeah, we're giving away a medium-sized t-shirt this evening. It's very, very soft. It's a little see-through, but ooh,
But they're super comfortable.
so soft. This is actually this next level, whatever. That's the brand that does the t-shirts for for Body Exchange.
Oh,
Our
Ah.
shirts, they are very soft. I was like, oh yeah. But yeah, at my work, we sell t-shirts as well, and this is the same company that makes it. Oh, that's weird. There you go. Very soft.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored, but that would be cool.
Do we have any questions, comments, concerns?
not right now. Other than
No.
Richard said that it's home decor season right now.
Hell yeah.
Well, duh. Look at this. Okay, for those of you that are new or just whoever, this is the way it looks all the time. Like, this isn't just a set. Like, this is my house.
I ain't got time for all that.
I know. But we obviously love Halloween. We love all the decor and stuff. Some of the stuff Joe brought was really awesome. Thank you. But yeah.
I don't know what
So
about
much fun.
things.
I'm excited. I don't know. I'm super excited because we're getting closer to like cooler weather. I couldn't wait. I
Yes.
just wore a long sleeve today.
I want to be able to have my front door open at 5 in the morning and it feel nice. Because that is some horse. Yeah, some horse shit, sir. I want fresh air in my house so bad. I hate AC because it messes with my sinuses so bad.
Oh, yeah.
I love having the windows cracked open and the door open, the screen locked, and just getting a nice fresh morning breeze in of Bakersfield horse shit. But it's still cleaner air.
The best one here in the valley is whenever it's the first rain.
Uh,
The first rain after a nice hot fucking summer.
Well, sometimes it rains in the summer, and that smells like dog shit.
yeah.
That's the worst fucking smell.
Rather have that than a dust storm.
Yeah.
I honestly would rather have the dust storm than the fucking shit smell.
I
That's
don't know.
like stuck
everything.
and foggy in the air. It's so mucky and misty with like cow shit and dog shit and like all the shit in Bakersfield.
What year did you move here?
I was 13. So.
Oh, you moved here way before you don't remember like the one major last like dust storm that we had where it like
No.
covered the shit out of cars and front yards and everything.
Mhm.
I remember it was when I first moved here because we moved at the very end of the summer and we had like one a month into it.
It must have been dry as fuck.
I don't remember I remember it was just hot and we were like, Dad, why do you hate us? Because we're used to like 80 degrees, like hot day in the summer. But we're just like, what the hell? I'm like, there's a thing coming up on the news saying you have to shut all your doors and windows. And I'm like, is this like when the refinery is going to blow up? And it's like,
Fuck.
because that's what we were used to in the Bay Area. They're like Shell or Chevron would have a gas leak and then like shit would just explode and all the toxic fumes get in the air and you have to like seal off your doors and your windows and your ACs, bring your animals in. You went home from school early. It was great.
That's crazy.
So it was like that. And I was like, what do we do? And my dad's like, same thing we're used to, but just don't, like really don't open anything until the wind stops. Like,
Don't breathe.
don't breathe. Yeah.
Just hold your breath for as long as you can.
That shit was scary though, because everything was covered in dirt. I was like, what is this madness?
Oh, you need to go get the mail? Here's a
Nope.
gas mask.
Yeah, exactly. Respirator.
Goddamn dirt.
Hey,
Oh.
but the good thing about breathing this fucking
Sorry.
toxic gas air is by the time you're 20, if you're not dead, you're going to have an amazing immune system.
And concrete lungs.
Either that or you're gonna die of respiratory problems.
Valley fever.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
every time I leave and breathe clean air for a couple days and come back, I feel sick as shit.
It hurts.
Yeah.
You can see the dome of crud when you're driving up to
It's so
Bakersfield.
fucking gross. There's like
You
a
can
layer
see it. You can see it.
above the like beautiful blue sky. There's like a brown fucking shit layer.
You just want to grab it and shake it.
Just shit
I-
covering this fucking shithole that we live in.
It's so thick. I think it slows down your gas mileage too. Like you lose your car.
It's so thick. It's like
And then they charge you
That's
$5
great.
a freaking gallon.
this
Just,
fucking air chipped my paint. What the fuck?
I feel like I smell less cows now, but maybe that's because I'm in North Bakersfield. Are there less cows in
Probably.
North Bakersfield? I
They're
don't
doing
know.
more industrial stuff up there, aren't they?
It's gonna smell like poison soon. Yay.
Oh.
Like they're building a lot of stuff up there. I
Do you
think.
guys notice that Oildale has its own smell?
Yeah, it's called
Like
meth.
it's
fumes.
it's like meth lab
meth
smell.
residue.
Yeah.
A Breaking Bad chic. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, you
Crystal
mentioned
blue persuasion.
Texas earlier. I got one from Texas.
Okay.
So in Houston on July 4th of July,
Oh, shit.
1998,
America.
a man paid an independent contractor to install an above ground pool
Cool.
on June 21st. So he inspects this pool during that time, because independent contractor, you're kind of like, iffy. So you go around, try to check his work, try to do your research, whatever. Everything is excellent. Okay, he gives it like 5 stars. So weeks go by, like I mentioned. 4th of July happens. This guy is drinking, and he's, this guy's 6 foot tall. He's pretty tall. He climbs up on his roof and decides to jump into this pool. This pool is 4 feet tall. So his feet are like sticking out the bottom once his head cracks at the bottom of this pool, and his feet are still sticking out, and he dies. Of course,
Kyle.
he broke his neck. He ruined his family's Christmas by dying in December later on. He
What a selfish bastard.
I know this fucker ruins his family's Christmas because he breaks his neck.
It's all them White Claws.
They would have ruined his 4th of July. He would have ruined their 4th of July had he, died that day, but he was in the hospital and then he died later of complications. So,
Jesus.
it's his fault though. This fucker said, "Oh, the pool's excellent." Excellent through ratings. Like he rated this guy's work perfect.
Well, the pool was good. I mean, technically, the pool wasn't at fault. It's him being a dumbass, right?
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
Good pool, bad head.
this guy, it's his own fault. Like, he started drinking and then he just didn't remember, oh, yeah, I got a 4-foot pool. I'm 6 foot tall and I'm trying to jump off the roof.
I can't do the math that well.
I don't math good.
I'll land on my knees. It'll be all right.
I'll land on my knees. Cannonball. No.
Yeah.
No, this guy fucking died.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
What an
Ha-ha.
asshole.
He fucking ruined Christmas.
I mean, that's just a jerk
Ruined.
move.
Yeah.
Fucking dickhead.
Blame Miguel.
For his death,
Why not?
well, I did tell him, I did egg him on.
How old
Jump.
were you in 1998?
I was 6. I was 6 years old, telling people to jump off the roofs in
How
Texas,
fucking dare you?
into pools. Like, hey, you can totally make it. 6 feet and 4 feet pool. Yeah, you're gonna live a long, happy life all the way till you ruin Christmas.
Shut up,
you
Chancho.
asshole.
Chancho. Hey, Chancho.
I need to borrow some sweets.
Some sweat. Hey, no, Chancho, I would never leave you.
Oh
I
my
just
God.
need to borrow some sweat.
The nicknames I get. I don't know if I like them or not.
Sometimes,
I don't know if
when
I
you're
like
an
this one.
adult, you wear stretchy pants.
Sometimes when you are a man.
You remember what he said? But you can do that sometimes.
Oh, man. Okay.
Chancho. Sorry, I really want to watch the movie again.
Me too. Nacho.
Get the car out of my face. Esquelito. Okay, hi, we're back.
Hey, hi.
Hi.
H-I-G-H.
Show. Big game for tonight.
How do you pronounce this fucker's last name?
Cole Hip.
Cole what?
Cole Hip.
One more time.
Cole Hip.
Cole Hip.
Yeah, I see.
Cool whip.
I even kind of wrote a little breakdown for it because I was having issues. Cole Hip. That's how it sounds to me. Cole Hip.
Oh, okay.
So I just say it that way. Cole Hip.
Well, maybe the H is silent though. Cole up. Oh man, I don't know.
It was
Todd Christopher Cole Hep. Cole Whip. I don't know.
Cool whip.
right.
The Amazon reviews killer.
Yes. This was one that wasn't too long ago, where he got caught, actually. He had a little bit of a spree between 2003 and 2016 with 7 victims.
So this was 3 years ago when he was arrested
Yeah.
and put in jail.
He's still going to court like now. Like he went to court again like a week ago.
Yeah, they're still finding out some shit.
Yeah, he's playing with people and making up stuff and trying to get attention because nobody
Yeah,
else
well,
look at him anymore.
that's because he was diagnosed with a personality disorder. The
Is it what his mom said? 'Cause I don't
borderline
believe his mom.
personality disorder.
Is it what his mom said or the cops say? Because I didn't see that part. But
That's what Wiki says.
oh, I didn't go on Wiki. That's why I didn't see that. Because if it's his mom, I think his mom's full of shit.
Yeah,
So.
she seemed like, oh, my baby boy.
Yeah. Oh, did you ever notice they would ask her like very specifically, like, well, he did do this and that, and she'd go, well, yeah. Like, yeah. Anyways, let's wind it back a little bit. So Todd Kohlhepp, let me see.
I'm just going to call him Todd Christopher
Yeah.
because I don't know how to
Yeah.
say his last name.
Well, he was born in 1971 in Florida. He lived with his mother and his stepfather, and he had issues with his stepfather and always wanted to go live with his father in Arizona, but for some reason it never happened.
Mhm.
He ended up having behavioral issues, very short-tempered. He was a bully. He was slightly bigger than a lot of other children.
Well, his parents divorced at 2 years old.
Whoopty fucking do. So do a lot of people.
Well, yeah, but I mean, he, you know,
I feel bad for him.
his mother obviously got custody of him, and you know, like he wasn't doing well with the stepfather because maybe he was just upset about maybe the stepdad did something
That's
that we don't
what
know
I
about.
want to know. That's
Yeah.
what I'm trying to like find shit.
Maybe
on.
his stepdad fucking like did some shit to him.
Or maybe also because just from my vibes from Mama Bear.
Oh, maybe she did shit to him too.
No, I don't really think she did. I mean, that's quite possible. Who fucking knows anymore? Quite possible. But I think that maybe when mom and dad broke up,
Mhm.
she got a new boyfriend, and it wasn't all about him.
It
And
was
he had
a
issues.
year after
Yeah.
they divorced.
And
like
he had
already.
issues
Yeah.
with there's no attention on me anymore, and dad's gone, and I can't go live with dad, and I'm so frustrated.
Mhm.
And I think he was probably neglected emotionally
Oh yeah.
by his
She-
mom, and that kind of sent a little bit spiraling with
Yeah.
everything else on top of that.
At first, he wanted to go live with dad. He didn't
Mhm.
see his dad for like 8 years.
Yeah, it was a long time. And so
8 years from the divorce. He hadn't seen him until then.
yeah.
That is a
That's
long
fucking
time.
Yeah.
yeah. Like why wasn't dad around?
Yeah.
That's fucked up. Like that enough. Like right there.
Well, you'd be
fucked
surprised. Some
up.
women move away and don't ever tell anybody where you're living. And at the time in the 70s, we didn't have computers and cell phones.
yeah,
and shit.
there
You
was
had to-
no way you
you-
could know.
If somebody was in the phone book one year and then up and bounced, you wouldn't know. You'd still think they're still there.
yeah, everything was
So-
done like on paper. pretty
Yeah.
much.
Or you had to know
Like
somebody
that.
who knew somebody who knew somebody, and you just had to people track down.
Maybe his dad didn't want to be in his life because he knew he was a fucking crazy killer.
And that too. I could go either
Or
way.
he hated his mother.
He just hated his mom.
Like
yeah.
this mom's
Yeah.
or this fucking
How
weak
many?
bitch.
How many of those cases have you seen? Like they either are really obsessed love with their mom, or they fucking just hate her.
That's pretty much how it is. They're either
There's-
infatuated.
He's a mama's boy or he fucking hates all women.
But
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
always because of the mother's doing, if you notice. It's either because if he's infatuated with her, it's because she's built some kind of inappropriate relationship with them at a
That's
young age
true.
and kind of groomed them. So there's that, oh my God, like you've been my whole life. I love you. Or it's they've abused them and embarrassed them and neglected them in a very cruel, mean
Yeah.
way.
I forget
them up.
what the term is, but there is a form
Munchausen by proxy.
there is a form of
Oh wait, that's a
like
different one. Stalk.
an incest
Oh.
where the mother treats the child like emotionally like their husband. Like they unload all of these emotional things that you would talk to a husband about, not your child. Like
Right.
you make the child the spouse because the spouse left you. So maybe that's a thing
Yeah.
too.
I never heard of that. I want
Yeah.
to hear more about that.
Yeah, it's a,
Like
I forget the term.
Like the
So
opposite of the Oedipus complex for guys.
yeah.
But the mom doing it to the son instead.
Mhm.
That's creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, both are creepy, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
Like making, oh, my son is my king, and like
Yeah.
just weird, creepy shit like that. That's like, you know what I mean? Like, my son is my whole world. And like, yeah, at some point they are, but like, your spouse is supposed to come first because the spouse came first. Like,
Oh my God.
but the spouse is first, and then the child is next because you got to take care of each other to tackle this new
Mhm.
thing together.
Right.
You know, so yeah, there's cases. Well, maybe that could be a thing, like, but it's weird. No, I don't think it's that then, because she got married like a
Yeah.
year after they were divorced. So
That's what I'm saying. I
I
think
don't
maybe she
know.
ended up neglecting him because maybe she just got real hung up on the new dude
Mhm.
and I'm not with old guy anymore. And
Mhm.
oh, that's nice, but no, you're not gonna go see your dad for whatever the reason.
fresh
is.
dick.
Yeah, she was hung up. She was vitamin D deficient, and she was trying to catch up.
That's
Yeah.
basically what it is. Like fresh dick, fresh money,
Or
fresh security.
yeah, right. Especially in the 70s.
And I got a kid, so daddy for my child.
Yeah. So we could. I mean, in that, I don't think we'll know. I don't know if we'll ever know
Maybe
how
not.
his
I don't
childhood
know.
went, whether it was because of mom or it was because of stepdad, or maybe it was because of both. Who knows? Either way, this kid got screwed up, and it probably wasn't really all his fault, but he got screwed up because mom didn't seem to be helping. His first kind of run-in with trouble was when he was a little boy. He was on the school bus and he had a pair of scissors and he was getting back at a girl who had made fun of him and he stabbed her in the legs with a pair of scissors.
Oh shit! I never read about that.
Yeah, it was when he was little.
From what I read, they fucking sugarcoated that shit.
That was the
they
mom.
Said, they said it was aggressive, breaking things.
Yeah, I got that too. He was real destructive at home. He
Mhm.
bullied other kids.
But they never fucking mentioned stabbing
no.
another child.
I was watching a whole bunch of like news interviews that they were doing
Uh-huh.
with his mom,
Oh,
And-
so okay.
and they were
So we
asking
got
her.
deeper, like in the.
Yeah, because I was like, this guy's kind of fucking boring me right now. So let's figure out why you're a fucking weirdo. Let's go look at your parents and see what's going on. But the mom, like the reporter, she goes, yeah, there was an incident that we see when he was a little boy where he stabbed another girl in the leg. And she goes, oh, well, she embarrassed him. And like she tried to play it like.
Oh yeah,
she
I read
tried-
about that.
Yeah, she kept trying to make it like
Blamed
it was
the
okay.
kid.
And it wasn't. It's like, this is not okay. So obviously there was something going on at home that
Mm-hmm.
helped perpetuate a lot
Right.
of this shit that was happening. She was not helping in any way, shape, or form. I guess she would I guess there was a point where he got so big and so violent, and she's obviously a smaller lady.
Mm-hmm.
She was so scared of him, and he started threatening to kill her because he wasn't getting his way at home. So she would lock him in his bedroom at night when he go to bed, and then lock herself in her bedroom at night
Oh shit.
because she was so scared that he was going to break out and then break into her room and kill her in her sleep.
Well, by 9, he was in counseling, and they discovered that he was obsessed with porn.
Oh,
He
I
was
didn't do that one.
obsessed with porn.
Oh, that makes sense
And
for another note.
He
Sorry.
killed the goldfish with bleach,
Mm-hmm.
and he fucking shot dogs with BB guns.
Oh,
Yeah, the goldfish one, I guess he wanted a gerbil. And his mom wouldn't let him have a gerbil, so he killed the goldfish. and his-
Because he'd probably fucking rip the fucking gerbil's jaws apart.
Yeah.
Like,
goldfish
this
are
kid-
awesome.
right? Well, the mom, she was
Hey, babe.
like,
Can I have-
she was like, why did you do that? And he says he just simply looked at her and said, well, I just didn't want it anymore.
That's
That's cold blooded
Gotcha.
right there. Like, ah.
he's a psychopath at
Ah.
that
I'm
point.
gonna get personal on you guys. If there's ever time I was gonna become a psychopath, it's my goldfish time. I had this goldfish. Name was Rupert.
Wait, you killed your goldfish
Yes, I
on
did.
purpose?
Okay.
No, not on purpose.
Oh,
But
well then you're not a
this would have
psychopath.
been from my heart turned black that day because I was cleaning its little fish bowl. You know, it was actually a huge fucking fish bowl. And you know when you put the fish like in another container?
Oh
So you
my
wash
god,
it?
you're supposed to acclimate it to the water and like
Well, here's the problem. I filled up the sink with water so it could like hang out in there.
did it go down the sink?
It went right through the fucking little hole. The
Oh, no.
I was pulling, and then like Rupert, no!
Rupert!
And I cried, and Frankie made fun of me, and,
Duh.
and my mom was gonna buy,
Rupert!
But she made fun of you too?
she made fun of me. And
I bet
Dad
she did.
went to the neighbors, and they made no.
I'm sorry, that's hilarious.
She would have bought me another fish if I wanted. Like, no, never again. Can't trust another living creature.
Oh,
That's where it was all
great.
over.
Yeah, you
Oh
fucking
my
destroyed a
God.
Fish in the sink.
I was so sad.
Just I'm sorry,
was-
but the Rupert, no.
Por qué, Rupert?
Well, I had a little
Rupert,
sponge.
wasn't
I
that-
was cleaning the sides while it was still in there. Like, oh, you gotta get out of here while this water's all dirty, bro.
Lilith,
Poured it.
excuse me, Mama.
Dead.
Is she
So-
in trouble, Peanut?
I 100% believe fish can
She
make you a
started sticking her
psycho.
nose in the kitchen.
Yeah, that was a hard loss, bro. Sorry.
That was a rough day.
Lily pad.
My condolences.
Sorry,
There
my
was not enough
dog.
porn in the world to fix that.
Well, this kid loved porn.
Yes, he did.
And during this time, like his parents were kind of like in a, I don't really want him. Well, I don't want him. Like
You fucked him up. I don't want him.
his mom made excuses because
Mhm.
after a while he moved in with his dad,
Yeah.
and because his mom kept making excuses to extend the stay at the dad's house.
Yeah.
Like she didn't want him.
No.
So I wonder if that was just because like she just was in love with this new guy and just wanted him gone.
I think at the point that she let him go live with his dad, I think she didn't want no part of it anymore. I think she was terrified of him because she had enabled him and
You think
neglected
so?
him so much that she was like, just go.
Yeah,
'Cause-
like I can't handle. Well, I mean, yeah,
Because
especially if the stepfather's probably working all day or something,
yeah, probably.
and she's
And he's tearing up the house. I mean, he's breaking things throughout the house. He's threatening to kill the mother. He's killing animals. He's bullying children at school. He's
Yeah.
stabbing other children. I mean, God knows what else he's doing. But I think that's how I feel like
didn't he spent like 3.5 months in a psych ward too
when he was a teenager.
at some point.
Well, when he moved with his dad, he was 16.
Okay.
And that's when he actually got arrested for like that's when he like got arrested.
Let's talk about his fucking arrest.
Yeah, he was on. His first arrest was when he was 16 years old in 1983.
Yeah, the
he
first
moved-
one.
Yeah, in 1983, he moved to Arizona to go be with his father for what reasons we're still figuring out, obviously. But he lured a 14-year-old girl out from her own home when she was watching her younger brothers and sisters. He had her at gunpoint and took her all the way back to his home. And when he took her back to his home, he raped her.
Yeah.
And then
He tied her up. He taped
Yeah.
her mouth. He fucking gagged her. Like all that shit. Like,
Yeah. That's when it all started, and it kind of kept going the same way. But then he walked her all the way back home and said, if you tell anybody, I will kill
family.
Yeah, I will kill
Yeah.
your brothers and sisters and your mom and dad.
Mm.
Well, she was like, fuck you, I'm telling somebody anyway. And then he ended up getting arrested and spending 15
she
years.
called the cops like
Yeah.
immediately.
Good for her,
like, fuck
too,
you,
seriously.
bitch.
Good.
Yeah. He was arrested for kidnapping, sexual assault, and committing dangerous crimes against a child
Mhm.
or against children because he had threatened the other children in the home.
Right.
And he was sentenced to 15 years and had to register as a sex offender.
Mm-hmm. He only served 14 of those 15 years.
And got a
But he
fucking
did.
bachelor's degree.
Yeah, while he was in prison, he got free education and he got a bachelor's
In
degree.
computer science. or something
Computer,
like that?
yeah, he
Or
became
business science.
Yeah, business science. Computer science.
Was it computer?
From 2002 to 2003, he was
Oh, it
a
is
graphic
computer science.
designer.
That's
yeah.
right, that was like a.
So the computer science, because he was a graphic designer.
Mm-hmm.
He worked for a company for a while. He had an IQ of like 118 or something.
Wow.
Yeah, they said
Yeah,
he was
so
pretty
he was
smart.
he was intelligent.
Yeah.
Like the cop or his parole officer or something said that he basically like just tries to get what he wants from people. Though.
Oh yeah,
Like they wrote reports on him.
yeah.
And the judge was like, this guy, like you're intelligent. Like you are academically intelligent, but like you're dangerous around
Yeah.
people. But they still let him out 14 years later.
Yeah.
Still
Yeah.
let him out. Like, yeah, and he got a full fucking college.
Yeah, he got a full bachelor's degree.
Yeah.
College
education.
free housing, free food.
What do you
Yeah.
tell people you went to school though? Like when doing a job interview?
Oh, he lied about it.
Yeah.
To be honest, yeah.
He even lied about being a sex offender also
Uh-huh.
to get her. He ended up
On his
becoming,
application, yeah.
yeah, and he ended up becoming a real estate broker and opening his own real estate firm.
He had a lot of employees.
Yeah. There were coworkers, and that's what I was saying earlier. Like, I didn't mean to cut you off when I said it. I was
Oh,
like,
okay.
oh, it reminds me of a note for later. You
Oh,
said that
yeah.
he was obsessed with porn as a child.
Yeah.
There was a coworker that he had, or a business partner that was also a male, and said, he was very weird and he was very
The
open about.
banker.
Yeah.
The banker guy.
And then he was very open and free about watching porn all day at work.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was no big deal. Let's just sit here and watch porn.
Oh my God. Quick side note.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my God. Okay. So when I worked for a pest control company here in town, my boss is also an agent for an insurance company. And from corporate, one of the agents came over to like substitute or whatever. You know, not an agent. I guess he was like a CSR, their customer service, whatever.
Aw.
Anyway, he was like the son of like an agent, and he worked for them for a while. He used to watch porn at his desk at work.
Wow. That's a
Yeah,
yep.
fucking weird. And they're in their 40s, and his wife does like cosplay and shit in their 40s, which is like, I guess that's not really a huge
The
deal.
porn part.
That's kind of cool, but it's like, yeah, he used to. The other CSRs in the office used to come up to me and they would like tell me about it.
Ugh.
Like, I caught him. Like, yeah,
Oh
it's
my
fucking crazy.
God.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna say his name or what company I worked for, but I'm sure you can
Let's,
figure it out.
Let's
If you know
give his
why.
wife's cosplay name out so we can find her there. Couple comments real quick.
okay.
Mark says he got his bachelor's from Penn State. Ah, that's funny. And Joshua Roberts says, I'm sure they thought school would straighten his head out. That makes sense to me. You want to get him doing
No.
something constructive, though, when he's in prison. Focusing on school is probably better than focusing
That
on...
makes him smarter to commit more crimes, though.
And they have access to the interwebs.
Yeah, well, I can understand why that would be thought of. Like,
I mean, the rehabilitation part is cool, but like he kidnapped and raped someone.
Yeah.
Like at that point, there is no rehabilitation for you.
Mm.
If you're kidnapping and raping people, you're already and like obsessed with porn. They must have known that when they fucking arrested him. Like there's no rehabilitation for those people. They need to be chemically castrated.
there's been plenty of studies that sexual offenders are like the highest recurring offenders.
Yes,
Of
duh.
any-
Of course.
yeah.
They do. In some states, they do have chemical castration for people who have offended more than once.
They
so, like, if
do.
you're on your second offense, then they'll give you this stuff for, I forget what it's called.
They
for
inject you with shit.
yeah, but for it's like, I kind of actually know about a lot of this personal experience, but not for the same reasons. But anyway,
Whoa, Joe.
not the chemical castration or anything, but actually for women, it's called Depo-Provera.
Okay.
This was created in the 80s. This chemical was created in the 80s for men who had prostate cancer. And
Okay.
what it does is when they inject it into your body, it shuts down all your reproductive organs so that it just stops. It stops. Like if you have endometriosis, they give it to you and they call it Depo-Provera, and they give
Okay.
it to you in 3 or 6 or 9 months to shut down your reproductive organs to give you relief.
Right.
So in a sense, you're being chemically castrated,
Mhm.
but that's what it is. And it's not permanent. It
Mhm.
only lasts for so long.
Interesting.
But there are states that do require that if you are more than a one-time offender, that a month prior to being released, you have to register as an offender and you have to start the treatment a month before you leave. And then once you're on
Damn.
parole, you have to keep up with the treatments. But how often does that really happen in this system when they're keeping up on people
Fuck,
taking that shit?
dude. Oh my god.
I'm
I
just
know.
Just saying.
Yeah.
And there are those people too that don't register,
No.
even when they're supposed to.
They should make them
because
do it while they're in
illegal.
prison.
I know they should force that. I don't know if they do. They don't, do they?
I thought they did, but
I don't know.
I don't
or
know.
maybe you have to go back and see your parole officer and register.
If not, they need to be forced to do that.
Oh, yeah.
There
shit.
are some
They
really
did
like-
ridiculous laws when it comes to that
It's
stuff.
crazy.
Yeah. And there are a lot of people that are fighting it too because they say it's cruel and inhumane. It's like, well, how inhumane and cruel is it to rape and murder or rape or molest a young child?
No.
But you guys are sitting there crying, saying it's cruel. It's cruel to do this to people. Well, is it cruel to do it to somebody who has endometriosis or to a man who has prostate cancer? Is it cruel then? Because you're doing the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
So
Well, there was even a case of a guy who his impulses were so great, he never wanted to leave prison. He told them, do not let me out. I will
Yeah.
do it again.
yeah.
There are some people
he
that are
told
like that.
people like
Please keep me in here forever.
Mhm.
I mean, because
You know what though?
fucking crazy.
That honestly makes me like feel bad for that person.
Because
yeah.
they know they're that
They
messed
know
up.
they're that they know they're that fucked up, and they're like, I know, like no amount of psychiatry or whatever will help me.
Mhm.
Do they make inmates go through counseling while they're in there?
They don't make them. You can sign up because they have like
I think it should be forced.
There's actually four
Like they
things
need to go through counseling
where
because
there's,
if there's a chance to be rehabilitated, that would be awesome, right? Like why would you
Yeah.
not want that?
yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't know
well,
why
it
you
takes
wouldn't.
them. It takes them sometimes 6 to 9 to 10 months just to go see a dentist for an abscess in their mouth.
It's so
Mm.
fucking
My sister
crazy.
works for the Hugs. We call it the Hugs for Thugs program. She's a prison nurse.
Yeah.
So she
Hugs
passes
for
out
Thugs.
Band-Aids and aspirin and Seroquel all day.
Yeah.
So
Well, they do have this thing. It's,
That's
it's
crazy
literally a
too.
pedophile island in some parts of the country where they send. Not even. I don't think it's even just recurring offenders, but offenders to these places where, if you're not released by the med staff, you are never allowed to leave. That doesn't matter what your sentence was. You are stuck there,
what?
and they're looking into it because
Wow.
most of the inmates that are sent there are never released. It's like a 1% ever released.
It's China.
So it's
Ooh.
I agree that they can't be rehabilitated, but at the same time, those people are literally just slaves on an island now.
Oh,
But they've
geez.
done horrible shit to people. So
Like
it's
Australia.
It's-
Australia too.
Well, shit, that's what
Yeah.
Cuba was. Cuba fucking, that's where they sent
In
all
Maine
the
Island.
criminals, and that's where I came from.
You're one of the good ones. Don't worry.
My dad escaped communism
Fuck yeah.
in the 60s.
Fuck communism. Anyway, that's for a whole other shit.
Jeez. Well, back to this show. This guy.
Back to something worse.
Right. Yeah, this guy, he got really, really crazy in, oh shit, what year was it? What year is it? Motherfucker.
He got his real estate license June 30th in 06.
Oh yeah,
Because after he got out of prison, that's what he did. He got a
Mhm.
real estate license.
and he'd like to brag to everybody that he knows where other people live, and like just in an odd passing, like, oh yeah, I know where so and so. Like it's like, how would you know that? But August 31st of 2016, 30-year-old Army vet Kayla Brown and her boyfriend Charlie Carver came up missing. Their last kind of photographic evidence anywhere was on a surveillance video showing them both leaving from work. They were supposed to meet friends for dinner, and they never made it. A few days later, started getting replies to Facebook posts saying, where's Charlie and Kayla? And it was coming from Charlie's account making
but
these
it
replies.
was weird.
Yeah,
Like,
it was
it
very-
didn't look right.
Yeah, the wording was really off and different, and people started catching on to that soon. Like, this is not Charlie. Charlie doesn't talk like this. What's going on? And it was just kind of a game, it seemed like.
Yeah, like somebody hacked the shit, but they didn't know anything.
Yeah.
Like they didn't have proof yet. It just looked weird.
Yeah. And police started checking into their credit cards to see if they'd been used. They finally got to their cell phones. They tracked it down to they traced the cell phone back to a 100-acre property in South Carolina that belonged to Todd Kohlhepp. And when they showed up, they started hearing like all this banging noise. And the
In
investigators
a container, a metal container.
Yeah. Well, mind you, this is 100 acres of property. That's a huge fucking piece of
That's a
property.
big fucking property.
And for them, and this was kind of further back on the property out, I think it was by a storage shed or something.
yeah.
And one of the investigators heard the banging on this container frame. And they started banging back, and then they banged back, and they're like, holy shit, someone's in here. So when they opened it up, they found Kayla chained by her neck and her ankles to one of the walls on the inside of this container freight. They actually have footage that you can look up on YouTube of the police and their body cams discovering her body and actually rescuing her and questioning her.
So sad.
Yeah, it's super, super sad. I mean, she seemed very brave and just, very like, I will tell you what you need to know.
Yeah.
and not crying and being hysterical
Right.
and freaking out.
Right.
She was just very aware of what was happening.
Like her boyfriend was shot in front of her in the head. Like,
Yeah.
he was killed in front of her.
And then God, how long was she there? She was there for like 2 months.
Yeah.
And
Because she went missing when?
August 31st?
August,
And
yeah.
they
And they
found her in
found
November?
her. Yeah, they found her November 3rd.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it took them a little while. They got a hold of the ping. So-
Yeah.
But she was there for 2 months, and he was sexually abusing her several times a day. And the guy had a fucking girlfriend too. He had a girlfriend.
She just sounds like a winner.
Oh,
She knows
she
how to
had no
fuck
clue though.
No
She had no
idea.
clue he was doing any of this.
See,
she didn't even live with him though.
You have to
gotta know on
remember.
some
You got to remember. He has an IQ like super high, and he's like, yeah, at work, like people described him as aggressive, but other people that barely knew him described him as like, oh, really friendly and really nice, like people that
Yeah.
he sold houses to,
Would've
super
never
sweet.
guessed.
Like
He puts up that
he
mask
could have,
for
yeah,
her.
he
Yeah.
could have been like that with his girlfriend,
Yeah.
like super, like, oh my god, I'm this person, and I'm really fucking hiding people on my property,
Yeah.
chained up by their necks.
Look at Bill Cosby.
Uh,
Yeah, and they didn't live together
Oh my
either,
God.
so it's not like she would have had any
Yeah.
indication that
Yeah,
he was bringing bitches back and forth in the house. and
exactly.
And like you said, he had the big acreage, and he had to
Mhm.
And
put her
she-
in a different building.
Well, she
Yeah.
actually gave him the money to help buy that container freight, not even knowing that's what he was going to do with it.
I believe that was supposed to be the first she shed. Is my guess.
You stop that. Don't
He's doing
even.
good
I put that in the
tonight.
comments. She
Don't-
got locked in the she shed.
Don't even. No, you're done.
What about my she shed? The she shed.
So months or years earlier, actually, there was a shooting
Forgot about that.
at a motorcycle shop. 4 people were found dead by a customer that had come in, and nobody knew who the shooter was. Like, they thought they had an idea, but he pled guilty to that.
Mm-hmm. Didn't he confess that or bring that up himself or something?
Or confess to it. My bad. That's
Oh
what I
no,
meant.
but he still pled. You're right though. He still pled guilty.
yeah,
to it,
yeah.
but, like-
Well, he would. Yeah, because we'll get to that part. Yeah, but he. Yeah. And then he used to frequent a Waffle House.
yeah. Oh, I forgot about that one too. Yeah.
Yeah, he used to frequent the Waffle House where he would harass all the waitresses there. And just be disgusting and like rude. And one of the waitresses that worked there was found on his property.
Yeah.
Her body was found. She had gone missing
On his property.
on his property. Her body was found.
They found like 7 people on
They
his property.
found 2 of the people that were in that shooting. As far I think, or one or two of the bodies that was found, or
Really?
that something. That's what I thought. I don't know,
I don't know. I thought.
but
They were all there.
they found another body from some other either missing person or a shooting somewhere else.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So
Oh yeah. But there's more. But I guess kind of going about and coming to at the same time is the reason why he's called the Amazon review killer is that all the shit that he used in all of his crimes,
his
rituals,
crimes, he
whatever you want to call
he
it.
bought these things on. He buy them or just review them?
No, he had some in his wish list. Some things he did buy.
That's right.
But he did review a lot of them, and they would be like the most awful, all fucked up ones. Like one was for like a combi tool or like a mini shovel, and it was some kind of pun and
that's
joke about midget not included.
I wrote it down.
So
Oh,
I
not that
meant
one.
to tab the page,
Oh,
but I
but,
forgot it.
He wrote, "It's blacker than my soul, and priced right
Yeah, and there was a taser,
for
like
the
a
shovel."
like
Oh no. Oh, the shovel. Oh wait, what was that
Is it
one?
a
Oh
collapsible
no, that was
shovel?
the mini shovel. Was the "It's blacker than my soul," and then there was another one that said, "Keep in your car for when you have to hide the bodies."
Oh, good.
Yeah, there was a taser. Like he had a taser too that he had
Ooh, I
on a
didn't
wish
read about
list.
the taser.
And it was
That's
something
creepy.
about, it was a remark though about jolting the agents when they were being too lazy. Because he would make
The
funny,
agents.
the agents at the brokerage office that he had. Because even in his posts,
shit.
even in his posts,
That's a
for-
metaphor for his victim. Like,
Yeah,
poke my
fraud.
victims when they're
They're
being
animals.
too lazy.
cattle, get 'em.
Agents, yeah, whatever.
Well, even on his listings for the homes and stuff, he would say weird, funny things like that too. Like, I mean, to us, it seems like somebody's being funny,
Right.
but it's kind of weird at the same time because it's not what normally happens. And then you find out what happens, and you're like, "Oh, that's not so funny no more. That's kind of fucked up." But it was still
Less
kind of funny.
yeah.
So,
He
yeah.
wrote about a
That's kinda funny.
chainsaw. Works excellent. Getting the neighbor to stand still while you chase him with it is hard enough without having a easy to use chainsaw. Not an easy to
Yeah.
use. Easy to
Not
use
as hard as
kinds
you
of
chainsaw.
think
stuff,
he is.
right?
But yeah, he's fucking crazy.
Yeah. So
Talking about chasing people around with chainsaws, like who knows if he actually did that.
who knows? I know they
Maybe he let her loose and was like chasing her around with this shit.
Ooh.
Like maybe that's how he was torturing her, or people that he killed eventually. I don't know. I don't know.
Not cool.
But that was like that's
But-
how he got caught.
Yeah, he was arrested.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and he left over 140 different reviews on Amazon, by the way. Over 140 different fucking reviews.
I know we barely got to the reviews part of
I
this
know.
whole story, but
I was looking at the time. I was like, I kind of want to bring it around to where we're at because there was a lot going on, but we wanted you guys to
Crazy.
connect it and make sense why this is happening.
But yeah, I know I mentioned the waitress, but the
Mm-hmm.
waitress body was found along with her husband. They were missing
Yes.
from December 22nd, 2015 until they searched the
Mhm.
property and found them.
Yeah, they said.
So yeah.
Supposedly there were 7 bodies that was found on the property. He claims more. He even said, "Hey, I had a pilot's license," which he did have an amateur
Yeah, he
pilot's
did.
license. So he said he's claiming that he's flown to different places in different states, and there are more bodies. But the cops are kind of like, man, because he's kind of
Still
pulled
alive.
them along here and
Yeah,
there.
well,
and
he's
given them
got
false
borderline
info.
personality disorder. Like he
Yeah.
thinks he's a narcissist. He thinks he's fucking awesome and like
He pulled a Bundy and like totally represented himself, and
he was joking around with the cops during the interview.
Yes, he's like, "You guys ever interested? I can help you learn to make a shit ton of money."
Oh
and,
my god!
and he was being serious too. Like,
He was fucking like he got the cop, like the interviewers or the
Mhm.
interrogators talking about their kids and like joking around,
Yeah.
like giggling and like
thank you.
oh blah blah blah, talking about the guards and how he like pulled one over on a guard, like just
Just
whatever.
because he's
I
like
don't know.
pure evil
Just-
doesn't mean he's not business savvy.
Right?
Jesus Christ.
It is a
I don't
business
know.
in itself.
We gotta wrap this up
Yeah, but anyway, sorry, go ahead.
soon.
But real quick, he 7 life sentences, and
Yeah.
Kayla, the one that was found in the container, she actually testified against him in court, and she is currently suing him for $363 million
Jesus fucking
in restitution
Christ.
for medical bills, mental anxiety, yada yada yada.
I don't think she's gonna get it.
Well, they sold
How's
his
she
house
gonna
a
get
couple
that
months
money?
ago.
Like, who's gonna give her that money?
They sold his house a couple months ago. They put it up on auction, and then the motorcycle, they were trying to confirm if it was still in the garage. They were trying to confirm if it was the same motorcycle from the incident or if it might have been a different
yeah,
one.
that's why. Yeah, that's why.
So they're selling off his shit
By
so they
the way,
can pay her.
just real quick for those that don't know, the reason why he shot the people in the motorcycle shop is because they laughed at him for having to return the bike for him not knowing how to ride it.
Yeah, so he would.
So
Mommy
his
said he didn't like to
ego
be
was
embarrassed.
crushed. Yeah. So that's why you mentioned earlier that, mom mentioned, oh, he was embarrassed.
Yeah, she's making
Well,
excuses.
why would they embarrass him like that?
Exactly.
How dare they do that?
How do you not know my
Yeah,
special little boy?
We gotta do this giveaway.
Yeah. So
All right.
we will go through and we will pick the best comment of the
Tell
night.
me when to stop.
And
Stop.
Joshua Roberts. I
oh
heard
shit!
about-
Pointed at
a guy who is invited. He's the one about eating somebody's wiener.
it. Very hot story where a guy who invited someone to eat him, they cooked and ate his penis together before donor died. I heard it on the Joe Rogan podcast. All right. Well, thank you, Joshua.
Yay!
Send us the size t-shirt you need, and we'll get that out to you this weekend.
Not this one specifically. Don't
Yeah, no.
worry. I was just saying earlier.
Yeah. So just let us know what size you need, and we'll send that out to you. And your
Be sure to
address
review
also.
it. Review it too if you have a chance.
Oh yeah, reviews.
Oh yeah.
Not in the murder way, but just review stuff.
The murder way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill it.
God.
Thank you guys so much
Yes.
for watching the show this evening.
Yes.
I appreciate you guys that came and commented and like actually watched. I know it's just a little shift and changing things on the show, but it's gonna be for the better for everyone. So I appreciate you like sticking around and hanging out with us.
100%.
You can still check us out on Facebook and Instagram for other content and updates and announcements. Other than that, we will be here every Thursday night at 7:00. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys.
Thank
And
you. Buy our merch. Bye.
Yes, have a good night, ghouls.